So I'm standing in our beautiful courtyard with the sun shining today, a beautiful breeze, with Jackson and some of our cleaners from Gompers who are using social distancing. And I just wanted to share some words of encouragement with you today. I know we're kind of moving into week 2 of this time of social isolation and of distancing. And I want to draw attention to some of the different banners I think that have become beloved in our community here. This one in particular is up on the wall that kind of hides all of our watering and electrical and simply says, love your neighbor, no matter what their mental health challenge, no matter their immigration status, no matter their sexual orientation, no matter their economic status, no matter their gender identity, no matter their disability, no matter their religion, no matter their race, love your neighbor, no exceptions. And today I want to share the power and the beauty in that banner, but also remind you that you're our neighbor, we're neighbors, all of us really on this whirling globe are neighbors, and that we're here really to share that message of love and love with each other. But I think above all, it's really important to remember that God loves us. I think what's really powerful, especially right now for me, around John 3:16, which has been used as one of those verses to kind of batter people over the head and tell people they must be saved. But the beauty of the word that says, for God so loved the world, that he gave his only child. And what a beautiful thing that God so loves the world, this entire globe, as we're finding ourselves kind of whirling a bit out of control. We sense that lack of control because of COVID-19, that we're reminded that God loves us. And God loves us so very much that God sent a child in the flesh and the person of Jesus to live and to walk on this planet to show us the way to be the very best humans that we can be. And so for me, I'd encourage you over the next week to really read through, especially the Gospel of Mark. It's the very first gospel. I think it's the most succinct and basic of any of the Gospels and gives you this incredible understanding of Jesus. And really spend some time this week reflecting on how Jesus lived and walked in the world in the book of Mark. And how does that speak to you? Because I think the beauty of Jesus's life in the book of Mark is that he was there to bring healing, to bring love, to bring words of compassion and mercy. And those are the kind of words, and that's the kind of verbiage we need to be using for ourselves right now, is giving ourselves a lot of mercy and love and compassion, to allow our hearts and our spirits to heal, to allow our bodies even to heal, and our minds and our spirits. And so spend some time really reading through the book of Mark and reflecting about what type of healing do you need? What do you need to bolster up your life right now as you're living in this place potentially of isolation and feeling a bit more isolated from our regular normal routines of life? Is spend some time thinking, praying through the book of Mark, and really digging deep within yourself. And I think the way to find center, we sing one of those songs here at our church that we love, which is Jesus be my center, be the wind within my sails. And that's what we really need right now. We need Jesus to be present with us, present as the wind in our sails, in our homes. I would encourage you also just simply to take a walk out in the sun today. I was talking to one of our individuals last night as we were providing food for people that are experiencing homelessness. And she said, I've realized the longer I've lived in Arizona, the more I need sunshine, that I would have a really difficult time moving back to Oregon or Washington or to the Midwest. She said, because right now, especially during this time, she says, I walk out in my backyard and I feel the sunshine on my face and on my arms and on my body, and I'm warmed. And she said, it feels like a warm embrace of God and of the divine. So I would encourage you, 2 things actually, today especially, is start reading through the book of Mark. You're free to shoot me questions or clarifications at jamesjacksonmax@gmail.com. Or if you have access to my cell number, feel free to drop me a text and I can explain anything maybe you're curious about or some of your reflections. And then second, get outside and take a walk and let the sunshine kind of bathe you, and realize that that's the beauty of God's love. Because God sees all of us as neighbors. It doesn't matter if we're on the other side of the globe in China or in France or in Africa, that we're all neighbors, that we're all interconnected, and that we're all here really to realize that we're to love each other and also love ourselves and recognize and realize the love of God. That God so loved the world that God gave a child like Jesus to walk and to live among us, to show us how to be, and to show us how to find self-healing, but also offer healing and love and compassion to ourselves, but also to those around us. So may you be at peace today. May you find your anxiety hopefully dissipating just a bit as you listen to these words and as you reflect and as you deepen your experience with God and with the divine. So have a blessed day. Peace.